right, welcome back. Episode number 35.
Hell yeah, we back.
We are back. Yep.
So it's been a while, but we're gonna aim for that episode 50, right? Do something big.
Oh yeah.
Something fun.
Nope, we're shooting for that for sure.
I feel like the last couple episodes, kind of fizzled, and people have been hiding from the Lincoln tattoos and all that stuff.
I haven't been talking about it much.
Yeah, I feel like we got to make it happen. You know,
it's coming.
Even if you don't get one, might as well film me and Jordan getting one. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. Now we're gonna do something special for 50.
Yeah.
So
and then Will said he's down to get one. He don't even have any, so
he did. Yep, that'll be great.
That'll be
well worth 50. So
hell yeah.
Yeah, pumped on that.
All right, well, let's get there.
Cool. Today we're gonna do something a little bit different. We're not gonna highlight one client. I think with the chop up, even when we started this thing, one of the reasons I wanted to do it was the fact that we get a ton of like different products in, in the studio that show up in the mail or whatever, because we do a lot of different product design or apparel or whatever it is. So we always have this pile up on the island upstairs.
Yep. It's easy to post it on Insta stories, whatever, but it's just different. I want to hold it, touch it, talk about it. Even us in studio, we see the file so much. We see the paper JPEGs hanging up, but once you see the board, you're like, oh shit, did the gold turn out right? What is changed and what has not changed? So
absolutely,
it's fun to just talk about the physical product. I mean, that's what we were designing for in the first place. So
So yeah, we're gonna just run through a bunch of different things today as far as what we have in front of us. Physical product, what went right, what went wrong, or whatever that is. So
hell yeah, what are we starting off with? Mike V?
So yeah, we're gonna kick it off with Mike V.
So for any of y'all kids who don't know who Mike V is, it's triple legend. I don't even know where to start. Legend skater in the 80s, skated for Powell.
Bones Brigade.
Just super legend, and then worked his way up to now. He's like Tony Hawk level legend. He's the lead singer of the Black Flag, which is crazy. When Dan told me that, it kind of blew me away.
That to me is like that's heavy.
I had no idea. And I'm like, wait, I had to Google it. I'm like, are you telling the truth?
Yeah.
And sure enough, he is. So he's doing his thing.
Super rad guy. So he sent us this board, signed and everything. We have some stuff coming out with him end of summer. So
yeah, he's a legend. Anything we can do together, young me is hyped. But could you hand me that board real quick? We got a full dipped blue board. This thing is crazy. No concave on this thing.
So the dip boards, love the dip boards.
Visually they look cool. A lot of the core skate kids hate them, but visually, man, this is beautiful. Look at the concave on this thing. That shit is just flat. Talk about a popsicle. It's not really, but
old school 80s.
Damn near should be.
80s, 90s, yeah.
And we got the classic signature on there.
The bolt.
Yeah, I mean, got his elephant, classic, he made a brand for a while called Elephant. That's like how much he runs that thing. So now
it's called Street Plant. So if you guys haven't seen that, check that out.
Yeah,
it's rad.
Super dope. Yeah, we got lucky enough to do a couple boards for him. Hopefully they come out soon, and I'm hyped.
Yeah, those will be coming out. So we got some other stuff in the works with him. So watch out for some things with Mike V. Yeah,
super hyped for Mike V. Shoot, I think we got lucky and we got to do some of his branding for his, other side projects.
We did.
A Hike, Iowa.
Yep.
And there's a different one. We do so many freaking projects.
Yeah, it was his skate school.
Oh, yeah. Hawkeye Skate School.
Yeah, Hawkeye. Yep.
Hawkeye Skate. That's what it was, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, so that's cool. That'll be coming out as well. So yeah, big shout out to Mike. He's got a cool video called Mike V's Greatest Hits.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
It's old school, but it's some of the scuffles the guy's been in throughout his career. So it's worth watching. Yeah,
in skating, there's like hijinks that is super popular. That it's kind of like everything that happens while you're at the skate spot. That's not the skating, and he has tons of hijinks clips that are just wild.
Super wild.
I hope we get to hang out with him one day.
Yeah.
I might fan out.
For sure. Yeah, super stoked.
Hell yeah.
All right, so while we're talking about skateboards, let's talk about the new Lincoln boards.
Hell yeah, hyped for these, dude. Hope we got some 8.5s in the mix. I need a new board.
Yep. So we basically made this one. This was the first one that came out.
Solid.
Made a commercial with this with Frankie and Josh.
Dude, shout out to Josh. Tail slide revert out.
Yeah.
Dude's sick, Yeah, hyped on that.
If you haven't seen it, go watch it. It's fun.
Yeah. Well, Jake will pop in a clip right here, but that shit's tight.
Yeah, good times.
Yeah.
So these boards and these boards printed same printer. So turned out a little bit different. Kind of want to talk about that real quick. Spec'd out gold 876 on this board with white, right? And then you got the gold on the on the top as well, gold hit. So made a bunch of these. These are almost sold out, and then sent this file to make these. 2 totally different prints, 2 totally different boards.
Yeah, hold these up.
But same Illustrator file and the ink specs. So that should have been 187, same gold as this. It comes back like that. Kind of go back and forth with the printer, what happened here. And yeah, so these will be a little bit discounted on the shop because they didn't turn out exactly how I wanted it.
It's not the gold we anticipated.
Not at all.
That's always the problem with production. You know, it's its own beast. You know, you can get an amazing design and rerun it over and over and over again, and you think it's going to be easy and it's, you know, it sells itself, but you're going to always have a hiccup in production with
always.
Could they source the right foil, you know, or whatever, you know, it's foil, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
could they source it?
Foil.
Maybe they're internally like, fuck it, like we can't source it, but they won't know. We'll pop this one in there. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
They want to get the job, you know, so it could go so many different ways. Or the dude was, you know, party a little too hard the night before and thought this was the same tone. There's so many variables to production, whether it's any printing, you know, boards, shirts, paper. You got to stay on top of that stuff.
Yeah, so basically they printed that 4-color.
Oh yeah. Oh shit. They
know, so you get the dot pattern, just kind of looks like shit.
Damn, 4-color's tough.
Where
man.
this is PMS, you know, you got the PMS gold on there. So
there's definitely a huge thing for silkscreen skateboards. That's like, you know, marketed it as like, hey, this is silkscreen and not 4-color process printing. Maybe the actual kids who are skating don't know or care, but us as the design nerds are like, you can tell if you look real close on this thing, you can see the dot pattern.
For sure. And this one was kind of going to be like the, hey, if you want a wall piece, you know, hang this on your wall. Totally. So I really wanted that to be gold on black.
Yeah,
you know?
that it would have popped a lot more. It's kind of flat, you know.
Yeah.
At the same time, if you never told me, I would have maybe never questioned it. I would have thought, oh, he spec'd out 2 different golds.
Right.
But yeah, you have a standard of what you made it, you know. So you have the standard of what it should look like, and it didn't come back like that. So production's tough, man. That's a whole nother beast, you know. Designing is, I like to say 20% of it, and the other 80% is just the production.
I mean, we've had stuff going wrong with T's, and you know, your file's right, and you're like, whoa, how did this get placed here? Or you know,
totally. I mean, really, like, what's the classic saying? If you want to have it done right, you got to do it yourself. Shit, we don't want to be printing boards, but it gets to the point where you're like, man, do I really want it? You know, like I want it. You know, so
for sure.
Maybe at the one day at the new office, we'll have a little heat press or something.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, whatever. I mean, we got the boards. Boards are in the shop. They'll be for sale at the one show. We'll be down there. But we also have this third board, and so these we made.
It's a little more special.
Yeah, a little more special. So Smug Labs, laser engraved, top and bottom, dipped in gold.
I mean, even the fact that it's we etched away a layer or a ply, you know, maybe you don't want to board slide this one because if you're 200 plus, you might be snapping the board, you know.
For sure.
And you probably don't want to because it's going to be priced a little higher. This is to go with the VV NFT collab. Yeah. So if anybody listening bought an NFT from us through VV, this board will match that. What is it? The super ultra triple rare board. Yeah. So yeah, pretty cool. You can have your your VR board right there, and you can have your real board in hand. And
we had some of these at the actual event at DesignerCon. They sold out like.
We think we brought 25, hoping we may sell them all. Hopefully, if not, you know, hey, we'll just maybe skate one that weekend. And I think the first hour or two they all sold out.
All gone.
And
you know, people coming back. Hey, where are the boards? We're like, we don't have any more.
Like the NFT space is hot, and we figured, but like this VV NFT space was like just
super hot,
10 times hotter than I thought. So props to these kids or whoever people because they're freaking hyped on it, and go and scuba board. I think it'll make your collection more valuable. You know, imagine if you had a Bored Ape Yacht Club physical thing, you know. That just takes your $1 million piece to $2 million or whatever. Hop over to lincolndesignco.com/shop and scoop a board.
Yeah, check it out. And actually each one is different because it's laser engraved, so the veneer and the wood shows through, so there isn't one that's exactly the same.
Yeah,
so,
I mean that's what makes it art, right? It's not a
true
production,
reproduction of So yeah, check that out. What else we got here?
Shoot, we got some hats.
We got a stack of hats that showed up the other day, right?
I mean, summer's coming.
Yeah.
Yesterday was 60.
Perfect time. Hemlock make some good hats.
Oh yeah, I mean anytime I go to the river, I usually don't have my Hemlock hat, and I'm like, damn it, Jill, you should have told me. I would have packed the Hemlock hat, and forget every time. But the coolest part, other than the designs being amazing, is this fabric is a SPF 50. So if you're getting old like myself and you need to stay out of the sun, this thing is gonna
cover you.
Yeah, be protective.
Yeah. But check out the graphics. Yeah. Last year we got to do some fun ones for this summer drop with the kind of beach one, but basically Florida vibes. You got the fishing.
It's like every summer region we got covered, you know?
Yep.
Yeah, this shit's cool. I mean, Damaso and Brandon smashed these. Super hyped to...
Did you look at the fish one? I just posted these recently on Instagram, like the fish that Damaso did. Like this whole scene.
So gnarly.
I mean, it's like a couple different rivers, bunch of different trout. And
the detail.
Yeah.
There's this girl designer, Alana Luis. She's like super sick, and this I don't know why. This just makes me think of her.
Yep.
I could see her wearing it. I don't know. So
totally.
Alana, if you're out there, this hat, I don't know.
Check it out.
It's for you. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, these are solid hats. I mean, shoot, even look at the little patches on the front. They all have little pieces of the pattern, in the patch, different shapes. A lot of them are
different shapes. Yep.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, cool.
So I got to do one of these patterns, not these specifically, but it's different because you have that big old hole in the middle, designing
absolutely.
it, you can't just make you a little swatch and run it across the thing because most of your focal point's going to fall in the center and it's not showing. So
for sure. It's definitely like
a little different.
In the beginning when we started working with them, it was kind of treated as almost like a pattern.
Yep.
And you kind of just mask it in there,
Totally.
But the more we've done work with them, the more it's kind of like custom designed around this basically giant donut, but they're cool. I mean, you did a whole series for Honda.
Yeah,
which was super dope.
Super cool.
Just coming from the riding, and it was like, holy shit.
And they had licensed it, so it was all proper, and they had a bunch of the assets from the 80s. So the fact that I could zoom in on some of these old logos that I grew up looking at, I'm like, oh shit, like somebody probably had to vector these because I don't think Illustrator was around back then, So
yeah, that was a good series.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, always hyped to get some Hemlock hats in, and we'll be wearing them this summer for sure.
Oh, for sure, yeah, definitely, yeah. Sun's out, fun's out, with the Hemlock on.
Absolutely. So yeah,
what other kind of goodies we got?
So let's move on. So, big ass Shogun Skeletor. So Mattel has a website called Mattel Creations. And so on there is basically they have NFTs for Hot Wheels.
It's almost like the hype beast version of their brand, where they have the cool, almost the shit I would like. I mean, I love Uno. I'm gonna play that, but the fact they made a little Tesla, what was that thing, the Cybertruck, and they made it in an RC car. They made this freaking thing.
They have Obey Giant Uno.
Oh damn!
On there.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh damn.
Yep. Yeah. There's some cool shit. Like check it out. For sure.
All the Uno shit they flipped is smart.
It is.
You can just license that thing to the moon, kind of how Lego just will take any property and apply it to Lego. I would have argued you can't do that with Uno, but they're doing it, and they're doing it so well.
They are.
I start buying all the dang card sets, like, and I'm like, why am I doing this?
Yeah.
But
you redid their logo years back, so
that's definitely the top of my portfolio.
The one on their original
OG,
packaging, OG packaging right now. Dustin did that.
Definitely, that was one of the ones where my mom was like, "Oh, okay,
I see what you're doing.
Yeah,
I get it.
You're not a loser,
Totally.
So, but this piece is gnarly. What is that? Like 2 feet tall?
Yeah, that thing's huge. So basically, what we did for this was we did the whole apparel kit and branding for it. Illustrated this and this techie mesh thing that Jake can pop up on screen. But yeah, they basically came to us. They're like, hey, we're going to have this drop. There's actually 3 colorways of this thing. This is the black and gold one.
So for us younger kids, who the hell is this? Is this a bad guy?
Well, Shogun was like these big ass. So it's kind of like a combination of 2 things. Okay. It's Shogun, which was like these big Chinese. I think they're from Japan, from China. I could be totally fucking this up.
Yeah.
Japan, China.
It's
one
a big toy.
One of the 2. Yeah, big ass toy like this. The wrist and shit shoots. Somehow this thing shoots. So they're basically these old school big toys. So they basically combined Skeletor from Masters of the Universe with Shogun to make this one.
Got it.
So yeah, no, he looks a little different. But check out the box.
Damn,
like this.
That's almost cooler than the toy.
Right? This thing with the golden black and matte.
Shit.
Like
That's
super
huge.
super rad.
Yeah, all you toy collectors out there, this is definitely one. Pop this thing on the shelf and you're getting all the kudos.
Yeah, it's a fun one. So we did the apparel and the branding and everything for it. So I had to get my copy.
Oh yeah,
The actual toy for the office. So
yeah, that shit's tight.
yeah, it's cool.
Dan does have some pretty good toys in the office.
I got a few things.
And it's always, you can't give him too much of a hard time. It's always our stuff, our clients, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's getting a good little collection going.
I mean, hey, if we do something like that, like you got to get a copy of it.
You have to.
Like you have to, yeah, because it's like skateboards. It's like anything else. So once it runs its cycle, it's gone.
Totally.
And if you want to buy it, you got to pay 10 times as much.
Yeah,
so.
and you're not. Yeah, that's not worth it. So.
Exactly. So.
Yeah, I feel you. Usually in the moment you're like, I don't really want it, and then a month later you're like, crap, I should have bought it. Should have bought the damn thing.
It's all sold out, and it costs how much now?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it makes you want it more.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So let's move on. So we have a great printer here in Portland, OSI. We were just talking about before the show that printers are hard to find. I mean, yeah, you see what happened with the skateboard deal. Well, if you find a good printer, stick with them.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say best printer in Oregon.
Yeah, they're great.
They're on it. They they don't mess anything up. They're gonna be held accountable if something does ever happen.
Yeah.
They're just professional.
One thing that caught my eye when we first started working with them, so every box they send, they put a piece of cardboard over the close, and then they tape the box, knowing that you're going to come with an X-Acto and cut that box open, and so you don't cut the first T or whatever it is in that box. Like, first time I got a box, I open it, and I'm like, oh, shit, great idea.
They know what they're doing. Yeah.
Yep. So.
And those are the kind of the pieces that you see and you realize, like, their attention to detail's on point. So when I do ask for this foil versus that foil, they're going to hit that. That's a no-brainer. And if they can't source it, they're going to come back and tell you and just wing it. So
exactly.
I think we print all of our stuff through them, right?
Yeah.
And they service, I would say, everybody who's anybody in town.
Yeah.
So
do a lot of Nike stuff and
pretty cool
and everything. Yeah. So they had reached out for us to redesign their boxes.
Totally.
Yeah.
Which is something a little different, you know?
Yeah.
And I think they're silk screening on these boxes, so...
Giant silk screen.
I don't want to be the guy pulling that squeegee. Have you ever pulled a big old squeegee? Like, shit is hard.
Yeah.
Especially to get the pressure right and, all that whatnot. So
for sure, yeah.
But we did, how many we did? We did like 4 or 5 design options.
4 or 5 different
for
designs. Yeah, you did a bunch of them that were like different, spanning the whole kind of box.
Yeah, it's like or and then gone on the other side, so it kind of try to utilize the box, but you can't be mad at that piece.
No,
that thing
they
is
ended up going with that.
It's very visually appealing. Every little item on there is like has something to do with Portland and the Portland area.
Yeah, and I picked up this big order the other day from them, and usually when I pick up an order, it's like some of them are that, some of them are other brown boxes or whatever. And she brought out basically 10 boxes, all those, all the same, and I'm like, oh, that looks so good.
Yeah,
so
totally. Well, what I noticed is there's different sized boxes, and I don't think they're scaled down proportionally. So they had to probably readjust our pattern and fit it in there.
Yep.
I didn't really look in too close to see, but somebody probably had to do some work. I would have been. It's probably challenging. I would have been bummed. Like, man, it's like a Rubik's cube.
I got to fit it now on this. This new size.
How do I take 2 items out to make it fit, but then still make it look like a pattern? But yeah, Davey did most of those little icons, and they're amazing.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
I mean, it's Portland vibe, so it's everything from mountains to some strippers to
there's a stripper,
a donut
on there.
There's just so many random things that I guess Portland's known for. So
it's cool.
Yeah, super random but cool.
So if you do an order through OSI, you'll probably get a box with our design on it.
Yeah,
which is super rad.
Yeah, and I would say you should use them because they're the best. You pay for what you get.
Totally. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So moving on. What do we got there over there?
Is this the best for last?
Yeah, we saved the best for last.
All right. This is made by James. Dude's freaking. If you haven't seen this dude on Instagram in the last couple weeks, I don't know, you don't follow the right people because this dude is owning Instagram heavy right now. And it's exciting to see,
Yeah. And super rad.
Well, super cool dude.
Super cool dude. We had him on episode. Jake will pop it up there. I'm not sure what episode it was. I don't know, 20-something.
He's just got good banter. He's a guy, I think he's doing the sober month or year thing right now, but he's a guy I would love to have a beer with and just shoot the shit about anything. Rich black colors, vector versus raster. He just seems like a fun, cool guy.
Super cool guy. We're gonna have something coming up with him next year. That'll be fun. But
got to make that happen.
Yeah. But we had him on the podcast. First podcast that was via Zoom.
Yeah, only one.
Only one, because we're trying not to do it that way. We're gonna have a guest on. It's gonna be in house, or we're going to them.
Totally.
Either one. But he is important enough and a good buddy that we're like, let's try and make this happen. Turned out good.
Yeah.
It worked technically.
And then not only is he a buddy, he's a client. We got to do a bunch of work for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Dan said, we'll pop that episode up, and it's pretty cool to be able to do pieces for him. And he was easy to work with. Sometimes
his head on the cover. Yeah. Like, love that.
I mean, that's definitely, and it's him. If you know him, you're like, oh shit, yep, there he is.
Yeah, and he was super easy to work with.
Yeah.
He knew what he wanted, came with a brief, and then
I think it was no changes, ship it over, which is awesome. Pretty rare, but awesome. Yeah. You feel, like you did something right when that happens.
For sure. And he gave us some love in that book. There's an article in there on us, and there's a page.
Yeah, even this intro spread is super dope, and we were able to do a quarter or half of these pieces.
Bunch of those pieces.
Yeah, super fun stuff.
Yeah, and then there's a full.
He gave you a nice little note there.
A little shout out. Yeah.
Yeah, he's dope. I mean, I watch his stuff on Insta all the time, and randomly he'll be having a Lincoln hat on. I'm like, oh hell yeah, dude, sick, represent.
Yeah, he buys a lot of the merch, and he's cool.
I mean, shit, he sent some crazy ass pencil.
Yeah, he's got the pencil, and the pencil's like engraved.
He's got his name on it. Yeah, some nice
holder,
nice lead,
little magnet.
Yeah, that's that's nice.
Super nice kit. Yeah, we thank you, James, for sending all this.
I mean, looking at this, that's the right gold you were probably maybe.
Totally.
Is that the gold you're looking for on the board?
Yep, that's it. Imagine if you got these back and it was just 4 color.
Ooh, yeah.
Right?
Bum.
That's my point. Like, what the hell?
Return them.
Yeah. So
I like this, dude.
Check out James. We'll be doing more with him.
He definitely utilized all the pieces we did. 10-ish pieces for him, and I mean, fun ass little keychains.
For sure. Yep, that was your type.
Yeah, I might need to use this for my house key.
Absolutely.
I mean, this one's great. Just Brandon, I think Brandon
did a whole flash kit for him.
Classic tattoo style, personal favorite. Yes, smash that.
Yeah.
I think Made by James should get this tattooed.
He should.
I'm sure he's got some room left somewhere on the body.
Yep. A bunch of stuff on.
Hell yeah, dude.
So.
Well, excited. I think we got, like Dan said, some things in the works with him for the future. So hopefully we, put it in the universe, make it happen. And
if you don't have the book, go get it. It's a good book.
Yeah, I think it's like $40 or $35 on sale on Amazon. Gotta have it,
Yeah, it's got to be in your collection.
It's one of those ones. I'd probably say, you got this, you got the logo Mayhem, maybe Illustration Mayhem, maybe the Draplin book.
Yep. It's one of them for sure.
Definitely need that on the shelf, and that's honestly not too expensive. Sometimes design books are $80-$100, and this thing ain't gonna break the bank. So,
I just bought a new book. The Globe.
Oh yeah,
that big book upstairs.
Yeah,
the story of Globe skateboards, and it's basically the story of Australian skateboards and whatever. But that was like $80.
Yeah,
and I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I was gonna say the Aussies skate scene doesn't get as much love as they should. I mean, shit, we got the Papas brothers, battling with Tony.
Totally.
To Dustin Dolan to Shane O'Neill now, who's a fucking ripper. So they're all good down under.
Yeah, but that was an expensive book.
Yeah,
well worth it though.
Yeah.
So that was some stuff. We just keep showing up at the shop. So we wanted to go through, sit down. I would like to do this more.
Yeah.
Just like I said, when the chop up started, it was kind of this idea of let's talk about projects and let's talk about stuff that we get in, that we design, that we actually get physical copies of.
Totally. Yeah. Hence the name. Yeah. Chopping it up. You know, just shooting the shit about tangible products that we've designed around the office, and fun stuff.
So there'll be more to come like this. We'll start collecting what shows up next and do another one.
Yeah, let us know in the comments if you like this format, and we'll see what's good for the future.
Yeah. All right. So we have a couple questions we're going to answer.
Yeah. Shout out for Abraham. Yeah, he was wondering, do we use Keynote for our presentations, and if not, what do we use?
Oh, nice. Yeah, good question. So when we're looking at stuff on the laptop, that's just a PDF, Acrobat Pro.
Yeah.
Presentations to, like, say, big clients or in person. Yeah, I put them together with Keynote. Not a fan of PowerPoint. And then with Keynote, you can drop in animations, videos, things like that. You can, at the end, export a PDF. But but if it is a video, it's not going to show up in there. But I did find out recently with Keynote, you can actually export basically almost like a PDF, but it does have the animations, but it lives online in a special URL.
Hosted somewhere.
It's hosted, yeah. So you can send that to the client so they can click through the same presentation, see the animation play still. So
yeah, that's probably pretty important because otherwise half your PDF is not going to show.
Yeah, you got a good like a good intro or whatever, and it doesn't show up if you're going to email that.
Totally.
So
yeah.
So yeah, Keynote's cool. I love it. So yeah, good question, Abraham. Thank you.
Second question here, Ventic Design Company. He's saying, watching all the way from Kenya. Great to see Will learn something from this little part of the world. Super cool to see somebody from Kenya watching this.
Absolutely.
Sometimes we just put our head, buried in the sand so deep, I forget that there's any designers outside of this building, much less in Kenya. So that's super cool. I'm wondering, what are you using out there? Using Adobe Illustrator? Using Procreate?
Yeah.
Let us know.
Yeah.
I'm just just
True.
something to think about. It's just a little different. So
yeah, we get a lot of people from the UK and Australia that follow us, but Kenya, that's cool.
That's super
new.
Cool.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, appreciate it. All right, so we got season 2 coming up.
Yep, it's approaching us fast. So
It is.
we're trying to think of some new ideas to kind of keep the show fresh and keeping it moving. So if y'all have any ideas or suggestions of what you want to see for season 2, pop us a comment. Let us know what you think. I'm thinking big. I want to do an episode in a hot air balloon. I want to, we just did a tree trimming company. I want to do, an episode in a tree. Jake's gonna be super bummed because the audio is gonna be a nightmare. But it's, how can we do it different? I want to have fun with it.
Yeah, I mean everything down to the new look,
new seats.
New seats. So yeah, we're gonna change it up big time. New logo.
Yeah,
like we got a lot of work to do.
Totally, it's gonna be fun.
So it's coming up. So we got to get rolling on that.
Yeah, new tattoos. So we'll keep it going. Yep. So
and then season 2 will end on probably episode 50.
I'm into it.
And we'll roll into season 3.
Let's make it happen.
Yeah. So yeah, let us know. Comment below.
Let us know what you think and what we should do. And we're all ears. So
cool. All right. Well, follow, like, subscribe,
follow, comment, just do the things, hit the bell, the whistles, and shit. We'll see you next time.
Yeah. Thank you.